Hello everybody, it's Jim the Gentleman Crafter, and I am here to show you some techniques that I learned at Ranger U. Kind of a little mini series. I'll do 3 or 4 tonight, showing you some techniques on the tags. And this one's going to be the Watermark resist technique that we learned at Ranger. And unfortunately I don't have the Watermark pad. All my supplies are being shipped. I just taught a class in Washington, and so all my supplies are being shipped back to me, so I've got all kinds of different tools I never really use that much. So anyway, this works. The Emboss It Clear from Ranger works the same way kind of as the Watermark, not really, but it works. So it kind of gives you the idea of the technique. So I'm going to take, once again, all my stamps were shipped to Washington as well. So I'm going to take my embossing ink and ink up my stamp like that, and then I stamp it onto glossy paper. It has to be glossy paper for this to actually work really, really well. And so I'm going to put it on the Ranger glossy paper, and that's probably good enough. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a little bit more at the bottom where I skipped it. Or the pad didn't cover quite all the way. So I'm going to put that down there. Okay, it's going to make a great background. Okay, so that's done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it. And once again, I don't have my heat gun, so I'm going to use Martha's, and it's a little loud, so I'm going to pause it, and I'll be right back after it's heated. Okay, it is dry. And so one of the things that you want to do is you use the Watermark resist pad, which I wish I had one to show you. You don't heat it, but for like just a few seconds. If you're using this this pad, you need to heat it a little bit longer until it dries, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's just take some Dusty Concord since it's out. And I'm going to put that on here. You'll see what a cool effect you get from it. Like that. I'm going to come over a little bit over there. And then I'm going to use some Vintage Photo just to give it a little bit of dark brown in it. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Actually, walnut stain. Just give it a little bit of a contrast. Okay, something like that. And then I'm going to heat that just for a second. Okay, and then I'm going to take a rag and buff off any residual ink on the Watermark. Okay. And then I'm going to grab a stamp and just stamp over it. So you get a really cool background from it. You know what I mean? So that's the background. Let's see if I can turn it around for you. The background, you can see where it resisted the distress ink. Very cool, I think. And then, let's just say I'm going to use, let's use the butterfly. So I'll pull, oops, the butterfly again. I'm going to just put it down. And I'm going to use archival ink this time, so it'll give it that pop. Okay. And then just put it down. Right? And then heat it. That's it. So a cool technique. You know, just think of all the possibilities. So use your imagination, and once again, it's this glossy accents paper. I'm sorry, not glossy accents paper. It's the glossy paper from Ranger. And then you want to use the Watermark resist pad that you can get at any of your craft stores. Then stamp it onto your stamp. Stamp it onto the glossy paper. And then put your distress inks on it, or Adirondack inks, whatever you'd like, just as long as it's water-based. And then pull some of it up, buff it, and then stamp your image on it. So it makes a great, great background. So that is the Watermark resist technique using the Emboss It Clear pad. Okay? Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.